Most men believe the biggest drop in testosterone happens while they sleep. But for many, the real damage is done in the first 60 minutes after waking, before breakfast, before work, before the day even starts. Think of your testosterone like the engine of a classic muscle car. When you wake up, that engine is already warm, primed to deliver power. But how you treat it in that first hour determines whether it roars to life and runs smoothly, or sputters, stalls, and runs on half power for the rest of the day. If you flood it with the wrong fuel, starve it of what it needs, or leave it idling in the dark, you send your body the signal to slow testosterone production. And once that signal is sent, it can shape the way you feel, physically and mentally, until bedtime. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 3 common morning mistakes that are quietly lowering testosterone for men over 60, and the simple swaps that can turn your mornings from a drain into a daily boost. I'm Dr. Katherine Rocker, and for over 30 years I've specialized in helping men in their 60s, 70s, and beyond protect and rebuild their testosterone naturally. I've worked with retired police officers, construction workers, teachers, business owners, and veterans, men from every walk of life who wanted to feel like themselves again. I've sat across from men who were frustrated by their fading energy, shrinking strength, and that quiet loss of confidence they didn't want to admit to anyone. Some thought their only option was to accept decline. Others had tried supplements, trendy diets, and even prescription treatments without lasting results. What I've learned after thousands of patient visits is this: testosterone health isn't just about what happens in the gym or the doctor's office. It's shaped by small, daily choices, and your morning routine plays a bigger role than most men realize. That's why today, I'm going to walk you through the 3 morning mistakes I see most often in men over 60, and exactly how to replace them so your body gets the message to keep testosterone strong all day long. Most men don't connect their morning habits with their testosterone levels. They think of the morning as just waking up and getting going, not realizing that the first hour after their feet hit the floor sends powerful signals to their hormones for the rest of the day. Here's what I see all the time. A man wakes up, feels a little stiff, maybe a little tired, so he pours himself a cup of coffee before drinking any water. He grabs a quick breakfast, often something sweet or processed, and then sits down in front of a screen, indoors, for hours. It feels normal, harmless, but behind the scenes, his body is already dialing down testosterone production. Why? Because dehydration, blood sugar spikes, and lack of early movement or sunlight all tell your body, slow down. Conserve. Store energy instead of building it. And once that signal is set in the morning, it's very hard to reverse during the day. This is why some men feel tired even after a full night's sleep, notice less drive in the morning, or find it harder to focus or push through physical tasks. The problem isn't always their age, it's the way their morning starts. In the next section, I'll explain the simple science behind why your testosterone peaks in the morning, and how you can use that window of time to your advantage. Testosterone follows a daily rhythm. For most healthy men, levels are highest in the early morning, peaking within the first hour or 2 after waking. This surge happens because your body produces testosterone during the night, especially in the deepest stages of sleep, and releases it into your bloodstream just before dawn. This peak is more than just a number on a lab test. It's your body's green light for energy, focus, motivation, and physical strength for the rest of the day. But here's the catch: that morning peak is fragile. The choices you make right after waking can either help stabilize testosterone at a high, steady level, or cause a sharp drop that leaves you running on low power until bedtime. 3 major systems work together in this window. Cortisol rhythm. Cortisol naturally rises in the morning to wake you up. If it stays balanced, it supports testosterone. But high or prolonged cortisol, from stress, dehydration, or lack of sunlight, can suppress testosterone signaling. Insulin sensitivity. Your body is most sensitive to insulin in the morning. That's good if you give it stable fuel, but a high sugar breakfast spikes insulin and sends the store fat signal, which can reduce testosterone activity. Light and movement signals. Exposure to natural light and even light movement early in the day tells your brain to keep hormone cycles on track. Skipping these cues can blunt testosterone production for hours. The good news? Once you understand this timing, you can shape your mornings to protect, and even amplify, your testosterone peak instead of letting it crash. In the next section, I'll reveal morning mistake 1 that sabotages this natural peak and show you how to fix it. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is naturally dehydrated. You haven't had a sip of water all night, yet your brain, muscles, and hormones still rely on steady fluid levels to work properly. When you wake up and go straight to coffee, or nothing at all, you start the day in a state of mild dehydration. This thickens your blood, slows circulation, and makes it harder for nutrients and hormones, including testosterone, to travel where they need to go. From a hormonal standpoint, dehydration increases cortisol, your main stress hormone. And as we talked about earlier, high cortisol is a direct signal to your body to slow testosterone production. It's like telling your engine to idle instead of accelerate. The fix is simple. Within the first 15 minutes of waking, drink 12 to 16 ounces of water. For an added boost, include a pinch of sea salt for electrolytes and a squeeze of lemon for a small dose of vitamin C. If you still want your morning coffee, have it after your water, not instead of it. I've had patients tell me this one change alone gave them more morning energy, reduced brain fog, and helped them feel more alert without extra caffeine. In the next section, we'll look at morning mistake 2, one that hits your testosterone even harder if you're not careful about what you eat first. For many men, breakfast is either rushed, skipped, or loaded with quick convenience foods, cereal, pastries, pancakes, or a tall glass of juice. These may seem harmless, but they cause a sharp blood sugar spike, followed by a rapid crash. Here's why that matters for testosterone. When blood sugar rises quickly, your body releases insulin to bring it down. High insulin levels tell your body to store energy as fat rather than build muscle. Over time, this pattern contributes to belly fat, and belly fat increases the conversion of testosterone into estrogen through an enzyme called aromatase. Even one high-sugar breakfast can temporarily suppress testosterone production for hours. It's like flooding your engine with the wrong fuel right after you start it. The fix: aim for a protein plus healthy fat breakfast within 1 to 2 hours of waking. Examples: 2 to 3 eggs with avocado slices and spinach, Greek yogurt with walnuts and berries, cottage cheese with pumpkin seeds and cinnamon. These combinations keep blood sugar stable, support lean muscle, and give your body the raw materials it needs for hormone production. Patients who make this switch often report feeling full longer, having steadier energy, and noticing fewer mid-morning crashes, all signs their testosterone is getting the support it needs. In the next section, we'll go over morning mistake 3, a habit that many men don't even realize is quietly lowering their hormone levels every day. One of the most overlooked testosterone killers for men over 60 is starting the day completely sedentary, especially if it's indoors and away from natural light. Your body relies on early movement and sunlight as powerful on switches for your hormones. When you stay still and keep the curtains closed, your brain gets the signal that it's still in rest mode. This delays the drop in cortisol that naturally happens after waking and can blunt the release of testosterone for the rest of the day. Why sunlight matters: morning light hits receptors in your eyes that regulate your body clock. This clock controls hormone timing, telling your body when to raise or lower cortisol and when to keep testosterone stable. Without light, your hormone rhythm drifts, leading to less predictable and often lower testosterone levels. Why movement matters: Light physical activity increases blood flow, delivering nutrients and hormones throughout your body. Even a short burst of movement can improve insulin sensitivity, helping testosterone work more effectively. The fix: within 30 minutes of waking, step outside for at least 10 to 15 minutes of direct sunlight. Combine it with gentle movement, stretching, a short walk, or light bodyweight exercises. If sunlight isn't available, use a bright light source indoors and still move your body to get circulation going. I've seen men transform their mornings with this habit alone, reporting better mood, more focus, and a noticeable improvement in daily energy. In the next section, we'll put it all together and replace these 3 mistakes with a tea-supporting morning routine that works in less than an hour. Now that you know the 3 most common morning mistakes, here's how to flip them into a routine that protects, and even boosts, testosterone for the rest of the day. The best part? You can do it in under an hour before you start your normal day. Step 1: Hydrate before anything else. Within the first 15 minutes of waking, drink 12 to 16 ounces of water. Optional: add a pinch of sea salt for electrolytes and a squeeze of lemon for vitamin C. Hold off on coffee until after your water. This keeps your hydration levels stable and supports circulation. Step 2: Eat a protein plus healthy fat breakfast within 1 to 2 hours of waking. Have a meal that's high in protein and balanced with healthy fats. Examples: scrambled eggs with avocado and spinach, Greek yogurt with walnuts and blueberries, cottage cheese with pumpkin seeds and cinnamon. This combination keeps blood sugar stable, supports lean muscle, and provides raw materials for hormone production. Step 3: Move and get sunlight. Spend 10 to 15 minutes outside in direct sunlight within 30 minutes of waking. Pair it with light movement, stretching, a short walk, or a few rounds of bodyweight exercises like squats or push-ups. This wakes up your hormone system, improves circulation, and locks in your body's natural testosterone rhythm. Sample first hour schedule: 0:100 to 0:15 hydrate, water plus sea salt plus lemon. 0:15 to 0:30 gentle stretching or walk outside in sunlight. 0:30 to 0:50 prepare and eat a protein plus healthy fat breakfast. 0:50 to 1 o'clock light activity or plan your day before starting work. By replacing the 3 mistakes with these habits, you give your body a strong, clear signal. Stay in build mode, not store mode. That's how you protect testosterone every morning without complicated routines or supplements. In the next section, I'll give you a July 14th 30-day roadmap so you'll know exactly when to expect changes and how to track them. Building testosterone-friendly mornings is about consistency, not instant results. Your body needs time to adjust its hormone rhythms and respond to the new routine. Here's what you can expect if you follow these steps every day. By day 7, early wins. Mornings feel a little smoother, less grogginess, easier to get moving. You notice fewer mid-morning crashes. Slight improvement in focus and mood. By day 14, noticeable shifts, stronger, more consistent morning energy. Muscle tone begins to feel firmer, even without changing workouts. You may see more regular or stronger morning erections, a good sign of healthy testosterone production. By day 30, solid gains. Waking up feels natural and refreshed, without heavy reliance on coffee. Better endurance in daily activities like yard work, walking, or lifting. More motivation and mental drive to take on projects or physical challenges. If you were to test testosterone levels, you might see measurable improvements. The key: don't aim for perfection, aim for consistency. Even if you miss a day, get right back to your routine the next morning. The compound effect of these habits over weeks and months is what creates lasting testosterone support. In the next section, I'll give you a quick self-check so you can measure your progress without any lab work. You don't need a blood test to know if your mornings are helping or hurting your testosterone. This short checklist will help you see if your new routine is making a difference. Answer each question with a simple yes or no, and review your answers every 1 to 2 weeks. 1. Do you drink water within 15 minutes of waking at least 5 days a week? A. Yes, means you're starting the day with better hydration and circulation. 2. Is your breakfast high in protein and healthy fats most mornings? This stabilizes blood sugar and supports hormone production. 3. Do you spend at least 10 minutes in sunlight within the first hour of waking? Morning light locks in your body clock and supports testosterone rhythm. 4. Are your energy levels steady through the morning without a crash? Steady energy is a good sign your hormones are balanced. 5. Do you feel more mentally sharp and physically ready by mid-morning? Improved focus and motivation are often early signs of higher testosterone activity. Scoring: 4 to 5 yes answers. Excellent, your mornings are working for you. 2 to 3 yes answers. Some progress, stay consistent and refine your habits. 0 to 1 yes answers. Your mornings are still holding you back, time to reset. In the next section, I'll give you a closing metaphor that will make you see your morning routine in a whole new light, and why it's the ignition key for your testosterone every single day. Your testosterone is like the engine of a classic muscle car, built for power, speed, and endurance. Every morning, you hold the keys. If you start it with care, the right fuel, the right tune, the right warm-up, it runs smooth and strong all day. But if you neglect it, flood it with the wrong fuel, or leave it sitting idle, the engine loses its edge. The power fades. And every day it starts a little weaker than the last. The truth is, your age doesn't take away the keys. Your habits decide whether that engine keeps roaring, or fades into a quiet hum. With the right morning routine, you're not just preserving testosterone, you're choosing to start every day with strength, clarity, and the drive to live fully. In the final section, I'll leave you with one clear challenge for tomorrow morning, a choice that could change how you feel for the rest of your day, and the rest of your life. You're not losing testosterone just because you're over 60. You're losing it because your mornings are either setting you up for success, or slowly draining your strength before the day even begins. The good news? You can change that starting tomorrow. You don't need expensive treatments, risky pills, or complicated routines. You just need a glass of water, a smart breakfast, and a few minutes of sunlight and movement. I've watched men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s take back their mornings, and with them, their energy, confidence, and drive. They didn't wait for a perfect moment. They simply decided that the next sunrise was their chance to start fresh. So here's my challenge to you. When you wake up tomorrow, skip the old habits. Hydrate. Fuel your body with protein and healthy fats. Step outside and move. Give your testosterone the morning it deserves. And if you know another man who could use this, share it with him. Let's build a community of men over 60 who start every day like they mean it. Your best mornings and your best years are still ahead. It all starts tomorrow.